Welcome back everyone to another technical analysis, and in this video we're taking a look at Solana coin. Now, few things that we have noticed so far is this 4-hour time frames 200 EMA, which has been respected so far throughout some time. So basically since breaking down from it at the beginning of the year, the beginning of the February, we see that we have broken the zone, formed the CMA gap, and ever since we had some kind of smaller pushes towards the EMAs, but each of those pushes have been suppressed and sellers showed dominance. Now, recently, we also have tested this 200 EMA line three times actually. So, first rejection, second one, and third one. And going on hourly time frame, we are seeing. So, let's remove this one and just put the box line here as a resistance zone for us. And we see that we have formed a market structure break. So the market structure break is this point here. Now we are seeing some liquidity touches here, so liquidity grabs, and second one as well. And ideally, we should have seen from this zone a movement of something like this towards this bearish CME line, but we see that there was a quick liquidity hunting happening, and what we are waiting for is basically for another liquidity hunting to happen to the lower zones. So this candle to result in a similar movement, maybe this or the second one. So overall, we are waiting for this zone to be touched again. So let's remove this one here and these lines. So we wait for this zone to be touched one more time. And once we see a touch of this zone, most likely we're going to break from it, which means we're going to go for a breakdown, retest, and going for this closest CMA gap on the hourly time frame. The position that we would be taking would be stop loss slightly above this liquidity line here, and target, of course, this not bullish, bearish CMA gap. So let's mark it as the bearish CMA gap as well. Putting it to the orange color and bearish CMA. So ideally, it's still a little bit early to talk about a potential upcoming downward movement because of solely this candle here. But if we see a proper breakdown from this zone, then a risk and reward ratio of 1 to 3 can be taken to trade here. And quickly before we finish up with this one as well, zooming out on the daily time frame, we still see that the price of the Solana coin is still a little bit overbought. And ideally, if we would manage to break down from this zone, then we would see a proper correctional movement with targets being this zone and this zone, so in between these zones. But nevertheless, first target is going to be again touched to the zone on the hourly time frame. So that's it on the Solana coin for a quick video, but most necessary things we talked about. Those two CMA gaps, we don't think that we are going to be hunting them as of now, but if we see any breakouts, so from this 200 EMA line, and we see the price to break out like this, so let's say we touch this zone, then we don't go for further movement to lower zones, and we see that after a retest, so this would be the retest, buyers still hold the zone and dominate it, then we're going to go for a long position with targets being those two bullish CMA gaps. So that's it for today. As always, thanks for watching and see you in the next video.